one of my contacts introduced me to the executive director of a university in the region near Toronto, the executive director of the research commercialization department in a university. They helped academics within universities, scientists, researchers, launch companies. Scientists and researchers, they were experts in their fields, and a lot of them had, business ideas. And the university was sitting on all of this IP and expert knowledge and didn't know what to do with it. So many universities had this research, commercialization, and business development departments that used to help with that. And because I got a referral, I got one engagement to work with one of the academics and one of the scientists. And that's when my niche journey started. The research commercialization department utilized business students to help these researchers. And that was going nowhere because these business students had a life too. They were just doing things part-time. They were helping these researchers part-time. So one thing led to another, and I kept getting one project after the other. And very soon I was serving a whole bunch of these PhDs, scientists, researchers, academics who had these amazing business ideas, solar panels, cognitive psychology related ideas, alternative energy, various kinds of things, medical devices, right? So our business, our team was brought in to help them either launch these businesses into startups or take that technology and license that technology to larger companies for better distribution. Like I said, these academics, they wanted to kind of start and run their own businesses, but they couldn't because they didn't have the support, right? What our team went and did, and this is part of how to create a consulting offering. I've touched on this in other sessions such as these, and all of this is available on my YouTube channel for free. Just go in and type Consulting Growth Hour, and you'll see all of these sessions for free on a lot of topics related to consulting growth. So here's what was unique about this niche. Now, I want to direct your attention to the bottom left of the screen where it says problem. These researchers and academics, they invented new technology but didn't know how to launch a business. They didn't have any knowledge of marketing or finance. They had business students helping them, which was slowing them down and giving them no results. And here's the big one. They had grant organizations sending them ultimatums. They'd raise money for their businesses. This money, if it wasn't spent before a certain amount of time, this money had to be returned, right? And that was stressing these folks out a lot, right? So this was a very specific problem. On the other side, when you look at the desired outcomes and where they wanted to be, they wanted to launch their businesses fast and build their companies. They wanted wealth, recognition, and the opportunity to work on their invention and passion, right? They were all scientists. They were all like highly educated, highly intelligent individuals, and they wanted the recognition, and they wanted to kind of increase their financial situation as well by making it big as a startup founder or an inventor. So that ran deep, and they wanted to kind of become known as well for inventing a new piece of technology, right? And then another piece was they wanted to sell their startup or license their invention, and that became part of their retirement plan. Right? So these are specific issues and desires that the market faced. And the more we focused on them, the more focused our messaging became, but what their problems were, and I could speak directly to their problems. That increased my domain knowledge. I understood what these new inventions required in terms of planning, in terms of messaging, and in terms of delivery. I understood very, very deeply what these scientific inventors wanted and how they were, and how they manage their academic responsibilities and their side businesses. So I could create an offering for them that fit their lifestyle. And my business became capital efficient as well, because I could invest my profits back into developing this one market and kind of growing within this market and creating a position that not too many other firms could boast of. To cut a long story short, again, I created a very specific offering with certain, a three-step process, which ended up being which I ended up calling the Lean Business Plan. It was a 90-day offering, 90 days to launch. We helped busy inventors at universities go to market in 90 days using lean business planning. So it was a very focused offering. When I got a meeting with my prospects, these folks, it was very, very easy for me to land clients. That decreased my sales cycle as well. I knew exactly what I was talking about. I knew their problems, I knew their pain points, I knew I had a lot of success stories to show them. What was nice about this niche, even though there were a very limited number of clients, was that it gave us repeat business, because a lot of the scientists and researchers invested in us again, sometimes privately outside of the university system. And even the university kept giving us repeat business because there was no shortage of these ideas. It even worked for the universities to invest in helping these ideas come to fruition, because they made money off of it as well, right? So it was a value proposition that worked on various different levels. And it was a classic case of getting repeat business from one client. And that's how we built our business.